Hi, it's Brianna.
Matt, and today I'm sipping on this Violet, You're Turning Violet Blueberry Sour IPA by Martin House Brewery. And check out that can art. Look how creepy that is. I like it. But it's different. It's very tart, especially tart for an IPA. But
I didn't care for it.
She's not much of a fan. A little too sour. I don't blame her. I can see why. But anyway, we're heading down to Austin tomorrow. So gonna pack up for our meet. Kind of give y'all if you've never competed before some tips on things you might want to bring along with you for your powerlifting meet, or and if you've done this a time or two, then well, there's a secret pro tip waiting for the end. So stick along. So anyway, I'm gonna be competing bench only this meet. So got my wrist wraps. Inzer made, of course, because they make the best stuff, according to me, according to Westside Barbell, according to everybody whose opinion counts. Sorry if you're Team Titan, but why? So anyway, got my Inzer Super Duper Phenom. Kind of showed this off a couple times before, but it's the shirt I'm planning on benching in on Saturday. So let's throw that in there. And along with that, I'm also going to take, look how thin that is in comparison. I'm going to take my single ply shirt. This is the Inzer Rage. It's the shirt that I mentioned last time because my other multi-ply shirt that I have got way too tight on me. So this is going to kind of be like a backup shirt, like worst case scenario. I get a bad case of the coronavirus during warm-ups and don't think I'm going to be able to handle, benching what I would be able to in my SDP. I'll take down my opener and we'll bench a single ply shirt because hey, you never know.
No coronavirus.
No coronavirus, indeed. So anyway,
And your socks.
yes, right, yeah. Along with that, check out this cool bag. She got this for me for Valentine's Day. It's basically like a soccer kit bag, and it's got like all of these different compartments.
Tiny holes.
Yeah, it's got like 3, 4, something. It's crazy. But anyway, kind of an equipped bench tip. A lot of people, you'll see if they bench in gear, they'll show up with their boards, all the boards stapled, glued, however they put those things together. Instead, we use bench blocks. I got the 1.5, or the half and the 1.5, or the half and that one board. There's no 1.5 board, unfortunately. And then you got the 2 to 5 board here. Probably use those to warm up a little bit. Maybe take like a 2-board attempt or a 2-board rep before my opener. They got my slingshots. Like my opener for the meet is gonna be 407. Yeah, so I mean I'm gonna be warming up in the 300s before I even put my shirt on. So I'll throw one of these on to probably start out with the yellow one and then move on to the black one, which is the strongest one that they make currently. Just so I'm not tiring myself out and I'm just getting used to handling or having the weight in my hand before I get the shirt on. So that's pretty much that, other than get off of there. Got my singlet, Made by Adidas. I should really. It's maroon, and my bench shirt is blue and black. So I'm gonna be like 3 weird colors that only like 2 of them really go together. So probably before my next meet, I'm gonna have to like pony up for a just a regular black Inzer singlet, but we'll see. So throw that in there, and
Everybody has to wear a singlet.
yeah, if you didn't know, most powerlifting competitions, unless you're lifting in like the state police games or something, everybody competes in a singlet. And done with those. Only thing left I'll need is where'd my socks go? Yeah.
Did they fall?
Pair of socks. If you were doing the deadlift like she is, you need some deadlift socks, but I'm not, so I don't need them. And my shoes that I just took off my feet. I'm only taking 1 pair of shoes. Competing equipped. Converse Judd Taylors are really the only thing you need. Maybe for bench you could use a squat like an Olympic weightlifting shoe, just to give yourself a little more heel. But we're not gonna go that route because I don't care that much, and I feel like my setup in my Converse is good too. So, and along with that, check out that sweet, like black on or almost black on black Elite FTS shirt. I got this, I think it was a promo deal. Order so much on like Black Friday weekend, you get a free t-shirt. And I'm like, I'm all for free t-shirts, and I'm all for giving Dave Tate my money. So be wearing that for
He's a t-shirt snob.
I do have a lot of t-shirts, but yeah, I'll be wearing that when I'm not in my bench shirt. So for meet day, so that'll be fun. You gotta show up in style. If you don't, you're wrong. So yeah, but that's that for me right now. You wanna run through your packing list there?
For squat, no, I'm not taking that. Well, I am. Hold on, just kidding. Scratch. For squat, I just need my squat shoes. They're like a Adidas. I don't know what style they are, but I got a little bit of a heel. I don't know how much of a heel, but yeah.
Those are kind of the lighter heel compared to like a weightlifting shoe. Like mine are the Adi Power weightlifting shoes, which have a much higher heel for those great big front squats that Olympic weightlifters have to do.
Yeah.
But I don't do that. I just use them for raw squats for powerlifting. So.
And then I have my clamps that I'll probably put on when I'm warming up for squat and deadlift. Then I have my wristbands or wrist wraps, and I'll wear those for bench.
And those are just like some Academy or any general sporting goods store Harbinger brand wraps. Not nearly as long as mine, but she also has like look at the size, the difference of the wrists. So she's got really tiny wrists, so she doesn't necessarily need like 3 foot long wrist wraps. So that's why she's got the little bitty ones compared to like my ginormous ones.
Yeah. And then I'll use my Nikes for bench because that's what I work in every weekend pretty much. So gotta keep it the same. And then for deadlift, for warm up, I'll take 2 of the bands, his orange one and my green one, and do maybe some good mornings. Just help stretch out my hamstrings. lower back, all that. So I'm taking both because I don't know how flexible I'll be feeling that day.
You'll be feeling great. You'll be full of carbs and full of adrenaline from lifting heavy ass weights in front of
And then
one of the judges.
Yeah. Then for deadlift, I'll take my Inzer belt. I think it's the Forever belt, maybe.
Yeah, that's the Forever
The
Lever belt, and
10.
that's the 10 millimeter.
Yeah.
They have a 13 millimeter, but you don't really need it unless you want to hand me that right
sure.
quick. Yeah, you don't really need a 13 millimeter unless you're really strong and probably not watching this channel in that case. So, just one thing about these lever belts. Inzer is not exempt from this. They make really good gear. This is a really nice belt. But these screws here will come loose. Like the other day, like I looked at hers and they were like super loose, like about to fall out. So I'm gonna take the screwdriver right quick. Yeah, it's still really tight. But
I haven't tightened them since I put them on. Which
Yeah.
was last summer, so.
yeah, occasionally you will have to like tighten them up. No big deal, but they will get a little loose if you're not careful. So I'm gonna throw this screwdriver in my bag just in case she needs it.
And they have a whole bunch of different colors you can choose from. I got this light gray. I like it.
So,
And then, because I'm a girl and I have so many shoe changes, I have my Converse for deadlift. And then I have like soccer knee socks to cover my shin during deadlift because you're required to have them.
yeah,
But I'm sure there's other kinds besides soccer socks that you can get. So, found these on Amazon.
they do make like specified deadlift socks. I don't know how much different or how much better they are, but they're basically just knee-high socks. I've never had a problem with pulling conventional and the bar cutting up my legs, but a lot of sumo pullers, if they don't have their knees covered with the really aggressive knurling on a deadlift bar, they'll cut your shins all up. So they make you wear those socks just to keep your legs from bleeding all over the bar and all over the platform. Although if somebody does, or some other sort of mishap happens on the platform, they do have bleach and they will clean it up, so you don't have to worry about any sort of bloodborne or any other sort of communicable diseases. So cool.
Yeah. Then I have my singlet. It's just an Asics brand, something we found online. So, yep. And
Dad
then-
shoe brand for the win.
Huh?
So this is the dad shoe brand. Asics and New Balance.
Yellow. Then I have this top to wear under it. And then I also packed my Harry Potter shirt. Can't really decide if I want to wear Harry Potter all day. It says, "Do you even Leviosa?" He got it for me. He doesn't even like Harry Potter.
I'm not really a fan. It's never really been my thing, but I know she appreciated it. So, you know.
So that's all I have going with me to the meet. I'm sure I'll like double check my bag again after all this is done.
You see that? Looks like I'm drinking rosé or something. I'm totally not drinking rosé. I showed y'all the can. It's totally beer.
He drinks White Claw. Not really.
There's no laws when you drink the claws.
So yeah, that's all I have. And then
Just another admin note. It was her call that we didn't show off the underwear we were packing because y'all didn't need to see that. But important note: if you're competing raw, especially as a guy or as a girl who wears other sort of underwear other than just like a regular brief or bikini cut of underwear, if you're competing raw, go get some tidy whities or tidy whatever color you want, because most federations, if you're competing raw, require them. RPS, They will allow for like boxer briefs, but nothing compressive. Like personally, I like wearing Under Armour's version of a boxer brief. Look slightly stretchy, compressive, but not nearly like compressive like gear would be. So don't forget to bring like underwear that you may or may not actually wear any other time of the year other than on meet day. Otherwise, you might have to, lift commando or make a quick run down to Walmart before you can get warmed up. So you don't want to do that. So make sure you get the right underwear according to your federation and your equipment class.
Okay.
So, also important, got us some Gatorades. Got 3 of these. You need to stay hydrated during meet day. You like a lot of the time, meets depending, or all the meets I've been to actually, I've been in like just small like strength gyms. The air conditioning is probably not like the best in the world, and you've got a bunch of really sweaty, hot people who have just got done lifting really heavy weights. So get some fluids in you. Make sure you're drinking. Not drinking in that sense, hopefully, until you're done lifting for the day, at least. But yeah, put some fluids in you because you'll get hot, and then you'll get tired, and it won't be a good day for you. You probably have access to a water fountain, but sometimes you might want something under the water, get some electrolytes in your system. So that's a good deal. And then also, unfortunately, I couldn't find the ones I really, really liked, but also important for packing is the ginger cake, aka Cajun gingerbread. This is Bayou Brothers gingerbread. It doesn't even have like an address of where they're from. It just has their Gmail, and their Facebook. So yeah, I don't know where these are from, but they're really tasty. And also got Mrs. D's. Mrs. D is from Sorrento, Louisiana.
What?
Miss D makes another good ginger cake. There's another brand I really like, but they're really hard to find. So we're rolling with these carbs, sugar.
Probably take some Pop-Tarts too.
Probably, yeah, we got some Pop-Tarts in there. Grab some of those. You want to, like, meat day is kind of your excuse to eat like a fat kid. A lot of people like donuts. A lot of people like Pop-Tarts. I watched a guy wolf down an entire, the little cardboard tray of like Tasty Cake cinnamon rolls before the rules briefing even started. One time, I was really impressed, but also a little scared. Yeah, you want to be eating, and the thing about it, like carb heavy is like the name of the game there. And because you don't want to be eating anything super exotic that's gonna throw you off. If you've been on a really, really heavy cut to make weight, you probably don't want to eat too much the night before anyway. That's if you've got like a 24-hour weigh-in. RPS and several other federations do 24-hour out weigh-ins. I think USAPL and USPA do the morning of weigh-ins. And that sucks because if you aren't really sure of if you're going to make weight or not, or if you're trying to cut to make a weight class lower than you usually sit at, you're going to be hating life all the way until the minute you step off that stage or that scale, and then you're going to be trying to suck down food as fast as you can to get some energy in your system, and odds are you're not going to compete as well. So compete in a federation that lets you weigh in the day before. So Also, I'll probably throw some gym shorts into my bag. That's nothing exciting. You'll probably want to get some of those new leggings or new gym shorts you got, just to have something so you're not that person walking around in a singlet all day. The bad part about powerlifting is everybody has to wear a singlet. The good part is everybody in powerlifting is wearing a singlet, and you all look equally dumb. So that's that. So anything else?
Are you gonna do pre-workout?
I mean, I ran out of my pre-workout, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I might just do some Bang, or I might get me some Redline, or
I'll probably just have coffee.
you can do that. Coffee is always a winner.
Sorry, a latte.
See, I like my coffee like I like my women, bitter. If I'm gonna drink coffee, it's gonna be straight black. If she's gonna drink coffee, it's gonna be like a latte or
It's gonna be bougie.
iced coffee. It's gonna be super bougie. Whereas me, I'm just like, give me Folgers and make sure it wasn't brewed like yesterday, and we'll be good. But anyway, yeah. Coffee, Redline probably. I'm kind of out of ammonia for this meet anyway. But that's fine because she's gotten really, really good at hitting me in the side of the head. Kind of like Slap City on the back, but in the face because it hurts more. And I'm kind of I like to get woke up like that. I need to feel like I'm in a fight before I take a lift. So yeah, that works. So any final thoughts before we head down there tomorrow? You sufficiently stoked yet?
Yeah, I'm excited. That probably didn't sound exciting, but I am.
Yeah,
I'm nervous too, but
I keep telling her, and something for everybody who's doing their first powerlifting meet. The second you get off of the platform after your first squat, and you take all 3 white lights because it's an opener and it's really easy, all of that nervousness will go right out the window. So it'll work. We'll have a great day. Well, she'll have a really great day. I don't really know how my bench is gonna go. Like it could go like one of like 57 ways. Most of which involve me overreaching and seeing what I can really do in my shirt. Oh, speaking of bench shirts, one thing I almost forgot, and is the one thing that I always forget when we're training in the gym.
oh yeah.
Got my spray bottle. This is for spraying down my bench shirt. Kind of keep those fabrics nice and moist so they're a little more pliable. It's kind of more important in the break-in process, but also important just for
Should put it in there in case it leaks. Should put it on the side compartment. Just saying.
But anyway, yeah, if you're benching in a bench shirt, especially a really nice bench shirt, spray it down before your attempts and before your lifts and training. Or at least that's what I've found to be really, really effective. So should have everything all set, ready to go. What are you thinking for a total?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, you probably got I think you got a little over 400 in you. Not bad for a first meet. And that might sound low to some of y'all, but she's only been training for a year. Or probably like maybe a year and a half at this point. Not quite.
It's only been like a year and a month.
Yeah. So And
Didn't really get serious about it till like what, 6 months ago maybe.
until I told you if you compete in a power meet, I'll take you to New York City. That's how the whole thing started.
So about 6 months ago.
She jokingly said, so when we go to New York City, because I'm very much like not necessarily a fan of New York City from my experience in New York City, because I have to go there for work at night, doing security inspections, and sometimes they're not always exactly like the nicest parts of town. But she really likes going to New York City because Times Square and Broadway and all of the typical touristy things in New York City that I don't get to do because I'm always working when I'm there. So she jokingly said, "Yeah, when we go to New York City," and I'm like, "Well, I forget how much it was, a certain total, and we'll go and I'll wear a Yankees hat and we'll go to a Broadway show." And she's like, "Whoa, that was way too much." I'm like, drop the total down. No Yankees hat. We got a deal. And she's like, "Oh, okay." And then her turning just took off because she was like, I've got goals now." Yeah. So she'll be posting up her total, and we'll be taking a trip out to New York City, and I'll try to embrace all the really the great parts about New York City to me, which is pizza, and the bagels are kind of okay too, but mostly the pizza. But it'll be fun. But anyway, we'll catch y'all later. We'll probably have some meet footage and some recap for y'all here in a few days. So we out.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Bye.
Later.